Okay, I hate this foot so much, and I wanted to do a tutorial on this very interesting sewing machine foot. I already opened it. This is from a Kenmore made by White Corporation. I will post a picture of the machine in the beginning thingy. I'm not good with videos. Okay, so this this very interesting thing. So it doesn't work. Here's the prongs. So this thing doesn't work because it has several flaws, but it's a very interesting assembly. So I just wanted to see anybody who's having the same problem, how this works. Okay, so this pops off. It actually does not have any screws, so you just literally put a little screwdriver in here, pop the top off. Very simple. This lovely little ceramic, I think these were ceramic. I don't even know what they're made of. I guess they're ceramic. This would be secured by 3 little screws. You have to be careful with this because it can break. One is here, and then this sits on top of this bracket, and there's 2 right here. So this has to come off delicately. Make sure that you are obviously unplugged. You don't want to electrocute yourself because there's electricity going through these coils. And yeah, so just be careful as you're taking it apart. Okay, so once that's unscrewed, you just slide it out of here. And so this is not going to be a video of me solving the problem. It's going to be explaining it because I can't do it with one hand and I don't have anybody to film. Okay, so this pops out. And so you see here on the back this brilliant little device. And here is the foot. Okay, so here's the way this works. So here you push down with your foot. This might even be a knee lever. Actually, let me think about this. I mean, no, this is definitely a foot pedal. This is a foot pedal. I've never seen one of these. Okay, so you push down with your foot. This genius little prong here, I know the lighting is really bad, is supposed to connect to here. And it basically, with pressure, will drive this connection. So here you see there's no electricity. This is not a live piece here, but these are. So as it pulls this, it will go down and accelerate the machine. And then as soon as, and so you see it's on a spring. It's on actually very strong. If you can see it, yeah, there you go. It's on a very strong spring. So as this is pushed down, this is going to pull it and it's going to activate your machine. Unfortunately, this retarded little device slips out. And the problem that I have, because I have already previously put this back together, and then I realized, check this out. This section right here, look at that. I have an enormous amount of give here. But this, however, is not a screw. It is a pin, basically. So this was shoved in with the factory. And there's no way to tighten this up. So what I'm going to do is I'm literally going to put the back of this on something like a rock or something. And I'm going to bash this until I flatten it down to make this somewhat tighter. Because with this kind of give, this will continue to slip out. So once that is done, what you do to put that little thing on, let's say yours is not as loose as mine and you just happen to have slipped. You see this little section right here, this little handle? You can put this part under this. Ow, it's very tight, careful. To help hold this down. Now you have space to loop this little guy over. So when you slide this in, okay, you're literally just going to be in here trying to loop. You can use some tweezers or, you know, a little screwdriver, whatever it is that helps you get. Hold on. I'm grabbing a screwdriver. Whatever it is that'll help you get, but do not break those coils. If you break those coils, you're done. Hold on. I'm trying to get in there. Okay. To get this little guy, where is he? This little guy, do you see him? Oh, this is terrible lighting, I'm so sorry. But that little piece right here, on to here. And if you put it on first, then you can't shove this part in. So you kind of have to do it after this has been hooked into here. And then you kind of got to get that hole onto there. Once you get the hole on, so let's say, hold on, I'm going to put this down for a second. I'm going to put this down and attempt to get this on. Okay. So let's say I get this in. There you go. Okay. Get in there. Oh my gosh. This is a pain in the buttocks. I hate this thing so much. Oh, what am I doing? It's backwards. Sorry. This way. Anyway, where the screws, obviously. Okay. So I'm trying to get this little guy on. Okay, he's sort of on. He's on-ish. Okay, then I need my screwdriver to really push him on completely. Come on, come on. Get on, get on. Come on. There's a reason I'm pausing to explain this. So just bear with me for a second. Because I'm going to have to do this again afterwards. Oh my gosh. Okay. It's in. Ah, son of a potato skin. It helps if you hold this part down. There you go. Okay. So it's all the way on. So here's the thing. So remember how I said we're putting this little thing and make sure that you screw this all down. It's on right now. So you put this all back together. There you go. Okay. I'm still holding this part down until I screw my pins back in so that it all holds in place. Okay, so then, see, this thing will regulate itself. But, remember mine is really loose, so that's a problem. But once that happens and it's on, you want to get that little lever I told you to put on here off of here. Because it actually, it's honestly, it's going to pop off by itself. But it doesn't need to sit on there is the point. There, mine popped off. So now it's just using that thing to pull and nothing else. So as long as you have the proper pressure, it'll be fine. You can't see in there, but it's basically the little prong that sticks out of here is looped onto that little hole, and now it's pulling it with resistance up and down. Actually, you can see, let's see if you can see right here. God, why is it so dark on this phone? It's not so dark in real life. I'm not good at phones. Can you see that? No, you can't really see that. You can see the little thing inside there. Anyway, so once you get it on that hole, you'll know what I'm talking about once you take it apart. It goes into that little loop. And as long as you have the proper tension on there, by screwing these down, these holes, so right there, those two, 1, 2, and then that one right there, then you're fine. And then you can literally just pop the cap back on and you're good to go. Unfortunately, I can't get away with that because I have to figure out what to do about that looseness. So I'm going to take this off, and it popped right off, you see? So this came off of here. I hope that explains it. I'm sorry about the terrible dark video, but I thought it might help somebody who's struggling with this awful foot. Good luck.